Welcome back to Hardcore Skyblock, which means if we unalive, we have to do this. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that in this episode because we go through a lot of automation. And this stuff is broken. So if you enjoy, please like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell to be notified every single time I upload, and enjoy the video. Alright, so since last episode, I have been busy doing some things. First thing I did is fix this mob spawner so it doesn't drop down. They actually come on to the top here, survive, and then to the spikes, unalive. So we're getting a lot more drops here, and it's starting to become a problem. So is this portal being annoying, but I'll have to deal with that. So we need to sort that chest out. And the way I want to do that is with this loot recycler, which is very easy to craft. However, we don't have a way to transfer the items. So we'll need an item conduit. Only problem with this is it requires pulsating iron nuggets, which is obviously pulsating iron, which is crafted in an alloy smelter with ender pearls and iron. If you watch the previous episodes, ender pearls are kind of a problem for us. So I've been busy opening a ton of these loot bags, and I've gotten up to 8 ender pearls, which we can use to craft up this enderman seed because we need 2 ender pearls per tier 4 mob chunk, and we need 4 of them. So we need to figure out how to get this mob chunk. Need a zombie chunk, and you put it in a smelter. Easy enough, right? Wrong. Because you need this solium dagger to get the mob chunks, which requires a mystical tool rod, which is a stick surrounded by prosperity shards. But then there's solium ingots, which how you get solium ingots is by smelting solium dust, which is crafted with prudentium and soul dust. And how we get soul dust is by smelting a soul stone block. And how you get a soul stone block is by stone and soul sand, which if you remember from last episode, you can get some wither dust from wither skulls, but we only have 2. That is not going to be enough. So those can go back in there, and we'll have to figure out another way. So to get soul sand, we can use a thing called witch water, which is actually pretty easy on how to get. You just need an ancient spore, and how you get that is by sifting sand through either an iron stiffen mesh or a diamond stiffen mesh. Good thing we have both of them. So I'm gonna use the diamond one. And we have a little bit of sand here in our chest. So let's come on over here, sift this, and we got 1 ancient spore. So let's come on over to this area I set up off camera and plant down the spore, which will give us mycelium, and that'll eventually spread to the other 2 blocks. So now we just need a stone barrel, which we've made before. So let's throw our cobblestone in the furnace, and this is taking too long to smelt. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of smelting in this episode. So there's this thing called an ultimate furnace, which is a 9,000% speed increase. Okay, never mind. Yep, we need another star. And as I said in last episode, we're not going back in there until we can fly. So let's try to sort that out. So there's these things called angel rings. And how you get an angel ring is just 4 gold. In this case, 2 pieces of leather. Depending on which angel ring you want, those items will change. Then you just need a ring of flying squid, which is black dye, graphite, or ink sacks, an ender pearl. Okay, we can't even do that because we just still don't have enough ender pearls. Okay, that's waiting too. Okay, that's enough stone. Let's just take that. Craft up our slabs, get 1 stone barrel, and we'll come place it on the mycelium. So now we need some water, and we just place it in the stone barrel. That's not what I wanted. In the stone barrel. So now it is transforming 1% of the way. And after a while, it turns into this purple witch water, which can do some pretty freaky things. But for now, we're just gonna make soul sand with it. So let's grab some cobblestone, turn it into sand. Now we just come over here and just throw it in there. It's soul sand. And we just do that process all over again. And there we go, 1 full stack of soul sand and 3 stacks of stone as well. So now we can go ahead and craft up our soul stone, getting 4 stacks of it. And now just starts the painful process of smelting it all. I really wish we could craft this thing right now. So I guess we might as well start. So we'll need a golden lasso for this, 4 pieces of string and 4 golden nuggets. So we'll need some of our gold and some string from our spawner. And there's our golden lasso, and we just need a chicken in it. And I believe we have one right here. So there's our chicken. Now we just need 2 feathers, 4 pieces of iron, and resonating redstone crystal. How do we get this? Ender shard. Oh, it'd be an ender pearl and a glass cutter. Sadly, we don't have enough. So let's open a few of these and hope we get 1 ender pearl. And yes, we got 1 on our very last loot bag. So now we just need this glass cutter, which is just a stick and 3 pieces of iron. So let's craft that up now. And now we can make our ender shard. So with just 4 pieces of redstone, or 8 I should say, because we'll need 2, we can craft ourselves 2 resonating redstone crystals. So now we can craft up the chicken wing ring. Very interesting name for that. Now we just need a squid, 2 diamonds, another ender pearl. Why do we need so many ender pearls? And some graphite. So let's grab our soul dust out, throw in our oak wood, and open some more of these loot bags. So another ender pearl later, we can now make a little bit of graphite and craft up the ring of the flying squid. Oh wait, I still need the squid. So for that, I'll need a little pool area. So there we go. I was gonna build it over there, but then I realized I'd be too close for squids to spawn. So behind my animal farm had to do. And look at that, we already got some squids. So let's grab this lasso and you. And now we can make a ring of flying squid, which just leaves us with 2 pieces of leather, 4 pieces of gold, a ghast, and a bat. And boy, do I tell you, this ghast is going to be interesting because I haven't seen any in this Forsaken place. So remember when I told you this stuff does some pretty creepy things? Well, you're about to find out what it is. So let's take our bucket, pick up some of this witch water, pick up another squid, build ourselves a giant cobblestone box, being sure not to forget to build the cursed lasso. Not that one please, and a little wood sword. Excuse me, mobs, you're not supposed to be in here. Exit the premises, please. Thank you. Place the witch water down, making sure not to get touched by it. That sounded wrong. Grab our golden lasso and our cursed lasso. And I hope this does not go horribly wrong. So let's place the squid in here and quickly. Ooh. No, okay. Well, at least it didn't break the ground. So let's grab another one of these and try this again. I need to get you down to 2 hearts. There we go. Give me the cursed lasso. Pick him up, and 1 ghast obtained. So let's pick up this stuff because, ew, and it withered me. Throw that in the chest because never again. Now we just need the bat. Good thing I got a dark room up there. So let's climb our way to the top, and let's hope we got a couple bats in here. This can go terribly wrong. So let's jump on in. Nope, nope, nope. And there's a bat. Come here, 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 come here. Thank you, thank you. Spiders, go away, go away, go away. Okay. No. Get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. Ooh, okay. Let's patch this back up and let's climb back down. So now hopefully we can craft this angel ring. Are we really missing the leather? Please tell me we have leather. Okay, 9 pieces, we're good. Hey zombie, I assume you came from that thing right there. Well, let's craft up our angel ring. There we go. And now we still can't fly because this thing requires 32 GP, which means we'll need a watermill or 2. Are you serious? There's bats in here? That would have been a whole lot easier. Well, I don't want to deal with that again, so goodbye to that. And I broke my tool. Try that again. Really? Okay, that can stay there. But the watermill, we need stone burnt. How do we get that? Polished stone through a resonator. How do we get polished stone? Okay, just 4 stone bricks put together. But the resonator. Block of coal, 2 pieces of redstone, and 5 pieces of iron. And another one of those resonating crystals. So let's grab up our redstone, make the resonating crystal once again, craft up a block of coal, and now make our resonator. So let's place that down right here, and it requires 1 grid power to use. How do I do that? With a manual mill. Okay, so for that, another resonating redstone crystal, polished stone, and redstone gear, which is just redstone torches and a piece of plank. So let's just craft up a bunch of torches, a bunch of polished stone, our redstone gear, redstone crystal once again, and our manual mill. So now I believe I can just throw the polished stone in here, place that down, and just start right-clicking it. And I'll be here for a while. So 8 stone burnt later, we'll craft up a bunch more redstone gears. And by a bunch more, I mean 2. Yet another resonating redstone crystal, and our first watermill. So now I just need to build an area for these. So there we go. I've been told this is the most efficient layout you can do. Don't ask me why, apparently just is. And so I'm just gonna go ahead, plop that dead in the center, and still not be able to fly, because it requires 32 grid power, not 16. So we'll need to cook up more of the stone burnt, and it's doing it itself. So goodbye to that thing. I should really repair this pickaxe. And now we just wait. And we get ourselves 3 more watermills. So 1, 2, and 3. They might be saying, Greg, you only needed 1. Yeah, well, if I run out of GP power while I'm flying with this thing, we kind of go down here into the void. But now we can fly. That scared me a lot. I didn't test to see if it worked before I jumped. I am so glad it worked. That was probably the stupidest decision I could have made. But now if we actually put this through our crafting table, it will allow us to put it into one of these bauble slots right there. And now we can fly around. Why I only have 1 wing on my back, I don't know. I'm just going with it. I don't think you understand how happy I am about this. So now back to the soulium dagger. We now have the soul dust, and now we need to craft the soulium dust. So let's grab our prudentium and just craft up as many as we can. 8. That should be good enough. And chuck in our solium dust to cook into some ingots. So there's our 2 ingots. Now we just need these prosperity shards and these sticks. So let's surround it with prosperity shards, get ourselves the mystical tool rod, and craft ourselves the solium dagger. So now we can fly on up here, close this off. There seems to be a malfunction. Okay, that's all fixed. Close that off, and our mobs will just stay up here. Don't you look at me like that, creeper. I'll get rid of you. And now, as long as this thing isn't clogged, we should get 4 zombie chunks. And now we can open this back up, throw them into our furnace, take them on out, surround them by prudentium, then intermedium, and finally supremium. Now we just grab our ender pearls, craft them up into 4 enderman chunks, and need more supremium. Good thing my mob farm has a ton of inferium. Grab a tier 4 crafting seed, and now go ahead and craft up our enderman seed. That took way too long. Take out this diamond seed from our garden cloche and throw the enderman seed in, because I think we have enough diamond stuff. That's a lot of seeds. And we don't need that many. So there's this thing called the seed reprocessor, which is a tier 2 inferium seed, mystical machinery for, what is this? Stone and base essence ingot? Oh, it's just iron ingot surrounded by prosperity. That's easy enough. And a solium ingot block. So let's grab our solium, craft up our block, grab some iron and our prosperity shards, craft up our base essence ingot, and grab our stone and mystical machine fragment. So now we need an inferium seed tier 2. Good thing we have a lot of inferium in here, and okay, never mind. Running a little bit low. So back to our inferium essence farm. Why am I already watering stuff that's grown? Craft up some more prudentium, grab our tier 1 inferium seed, and make it into tier 2. So now we got our seed reprocessor. So let's place it down right here. Now we just need our item conduit. And it's a good thing we got our ender pearl stuff now, and a lot of it. So let's get ourselves a ton of ender pearls. Hopefully 5 stacks is enough. If it's not, I'd be surprised. Grab some more iron, and now throw it all into the alloy smelter. And there we go, pulsating iron. So now let's craft up some ingots, and now we just need the conduit binders. So now we just need to smelt some binder compensate through either a furnace or an alloy smelter. But how we get that is by 5 gravel, 2 sand, and 2 clay. Thankfully, we got all of that in here. So let's go ahead and craft all of this up, getting 4 stacks worth. And now once again, we need to smelt this. There we go. Now we can craft up our conduits. But we're still not done there, because we need this Yeta wrench, which will allow us to adjust the input and output on these item conduits. So for that, we need 3 electrical steel, which we get from iron, crushed coal, and silicon, which we get crushed powder from putting coal in a sag mill. So we need 3 flint, 4 iron, another machine casing, and a piston. So let's grab the iron, gold, the copper, and the redstone. So we can once again make the basic capacitor and the iron bars, which will allow us to make the machine chassis. And now the piston. So now all we're missing is the flint. But thankfully we got a flint chicken over here, which I have chucked in a nesting pen. So there we go. There's our sag mill, which we'll throw down right there, and it'll start charging up. So now let's grab a stack of coal and throw it into the sag mill. And then all we need is a basic gear, which is 4 pieces of cobblestone and 4 sticks. So there we go. And while we wait for that to smelt, I actually want to make a seed for the pulsating iron and get a seed ready for the electrical steel. So for the electrical steel, we need a lot of intermediate essence and a tier 3 crafting seed. So we once again have to come back here and start farming. But thankfully I've taken an inferium tier 5 seed and put it in our garden cloche, and we have a lot of inferium essence in here. So we can craft this all up. And our crystal broke, and I'm an idiot. I forgot to hit the record button again. Where I crafted up the pulsating iron seed and planted it down right here and prepared the items for the electrical steel seed. But we're pretty much out of power in this thing here. So the coal is taking a very long time to turn into coal powder. So I want to upgrade that. So we'll need to make a tier 2 solar panel, which we have done before. So let's craft up a couple more of these mirrors. And then now we have enough items to make a couple more tier 1s, which will also allow us to make a tier 2. So let's go ahead, replace this tier 1 with the tier 2, which the tier 1 only produces 1 per tick, I assume, and the tier 2 generates 8. So this should go a little bit quicker, but we do have enough coal powder at the moment to grab 4 iron, 4 pieces of silicon. Let's go ahead and throw everything into our alloy smelter. And there's our first piece of electrical steel. And there's our 4 electrical steel, which now we can go ahead and make our electrical seed. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the garden cloche. Garden cloche, however you say it. And that'll make us some more seeds, farm them up, and create our electrical steel. which we can now use to craft up our Yeta wrench. So now we can start automation. So let's put an item conduit there, and we can go like this. Turn this one to extract, and this one to insert. Oh, we need an item filter for this. How do we get these? Oh, just hopper and paper. So let's grab out some of our sugarcane, craft that up into paper, grab some iron. Are you kidding? We had electrical steel in this drawer the whole time. I really need to start looking through my drawers. Craft up a chest, make our hopper. Actually, we'll make 2 and make 2 basic item filters. So let's go ahead, throw that in here, make sure it's on whitelist, and we'll put inferium seeds into there, along with our diamond seed and our enderman seed. So now we change this to active without redstone signal. Why isn't this extracting? Okay, never mind. I guess it can't be automated. That kind of sucks. So we don't need this right here, but we still need to get rid of all of these seeds. So there's a thing called a trash can, and it's fairly easy to make, just a bunch of cobblestone, a chest, and stone. And we have all those items, so there we go. And now we can put the trash can right there, take our item conduit, place it right there, throw our filter back in. So now this chest will slowly start emptying out, and we'll just be keeping the essence. But now to fix this situation. So let's craft up the loot recycler, and I want to make a couple of these compacting drawers. So for that, we'll need 5 stone, 2 pistons, 1 iron, and a single drawer. So let's make a couple drawers, a few pistons, and a couple of compacting drawers. So now if we come on up here, we can take our item conduit, attach it underneath, put our loot recycler right there, throw our filter in, making sure to blacklist inferium essence, so everything else will get pulled out, put into the recycler, pulled back out of the recycler, and then have them all go back into a compacting drawer. And there we go. This is now emptying out, and that is filling up. And I believe we can actually put a second one down and actually have those extract and go into here and craft up a little bit higher. And yes, we can. There we go. But I actually want to stack them on top just like that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is get this farming station going. But we're going to need a Z-Logic controller. And to make one of those, we're going to need a slice and splice, which is fairly easy to make. I just need solarium ingots. And you get those by putting soul sand and gold into an alloy smelter. We know how to get soul sand, just kind of a long process with this witch water. So that being said, I kind of want to do nether essence. But to get that, we need prudentium, a tier 2, and nether cluster, which is just soul sand and netherrack. So we know how to get the soul sand, like I said, but the netherrack, I'm not sure. So how do we get that? Oh, okay, it's just lava into a barrel with redstone. So we have some lava here, and we have a ton of redstone here. So let's go ahead, right click on these, and there's 4 pieces of netherrack. But we need 8. So let's take some cobblestone and put it into our crucible. So there we go, there's all our lava. And now there's our 4 pieces of netherrack. And we already have 10 pieces of soul sand in our chest here. So we can craft up the nether clusters right now. So once again, a crafting seed, this time to tier 2. And there is our nether seed. So let's throw it into our garden cloche, take out our nether essence. So now we can go ahead and craft up soul sand. Now we just need some gold. So let's throw that into the alloy smelter. And while that's going, we're gonna need 2 axes and 2 pairs of shears, I believe. So let's grab the iron, create our 2 shears, and then let's grab 6 diamonds, make some sticks, and there is 2 axes. So let's come back, grab our solarium. Oh, we need an iron axe. Well, that's a quick fix. And I believe we're gonna need a machine casing. I built a few more of those off camera. Now we just need a mob head, which I do believe we have up here. We have quite a few actually. So let's grab one of the skeleton heads and a few zombie heads. So there is our slice and splice, which we will throw down right here, let it charge up. And what do we need for the Z-Logic controller? 2 solarium pieces, zombie head, piece of redstone, 2 pieces of silicon, shears, and an axe. So let's make more soul sand, and we'll make some more ingots, grab the silicon and the redstone. Oh, I guess we got 2 more in our inventory. So I believe we can do this now. Just throw that up there and our shear in there. And there we go. It's going 44%, 50% now. And it is done. So now all we need is these pulsating crystals, which is just a diamond surrounded by pulsating iron nuggets. Good thing we have a lot of pulsating essence. So there is the ingots, and there's the nuggets. And we definitely have the diamonds, so there's 2 of the pulsating crystals. And I know we need a diamond hoe as well. And this time we'll grab our electrical steel from the drawer. And there's our farming station. So now we can throw it down on one of these. I'll go with the Inferium Essence one. There we go. Oh, it needs power. 40 RF a tick. We only generate 8 a tick. Oh, we're gonna have power issues. So that will have to wait for next episode, because that's gonna do it for this one. So if you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and hey, I have 2 wings now, depending how you look at it. So as I was saying, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell to be notified every single time I upload. Also join my Discord, link down in the description below. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.